Hello, magical beings of love light. I just actually wanted to pop on super quick because I can talk for great lengths of time, but I'm hoping to make this one a much shorter video than I would normally talk about. And I just wanted to talk about a little discomfort that I was in this week because, human beings, I'm not like some supercharged spiritual guru that does everything really easily and doesn't have issues. And so I wanted to share this one thing that happened this morning. And I say this because it's so ridiculous how easy the shift can be if we open ourselves to see it that way. And so over this past week, I have made some financial commitments in my business, big ones, like big ones, like Facebook ad specialist, and I'm in this awesome mastermind, and like there's so many good juicy things happening for TamaraArnold.ca, but like it left the things tight, like tight. Like my financial situation has probably been tighter in the last week than it has been in the entire time since I launched my business. And so, of course, this causes disharmony in our energetic system. And so I was already working towards, pushing through or working through that financial discomfort in a way that we tend to create fear-based thoughts when we put ourselves in financial stress. And what I mean is, like, you can go off and down a rabbit hole of fear of like, oh my goodness, what if nobody else joins my programs? What if I'm not able to get out of this? What if I can't pay my current mentors or whatever it is that I've placed my financial self into, right? So we can have those thoughts occur. And what happens is, as soon as we have one of those fear-based thoughts, right? What happens. You're like, what if this happens? And then it's like your conscious mind or your ego gets a hold of that fear-based thought, and it's like, yeah, what if that does happen? What's going to happen next? And so then you create like a whole bunch of scenarios that's going to happen, like, of course, ending with you living on the street. We're going to end up, losing everything in our businesses and our lives. We're going to have to sell the house and we're going to live on the street, because that's how our egos and our conscious brains work. You give them one snippet of fear and you're on the worst case scenario train. And so, hi, Laura. Hi, Nancy. Hi, everybody that is saying hi. And so I wanted to talk about this shift because this is really cool. Like, I'd already done some things while I was sleeping in bed. And that would be like one of my biggest things, whether it's God, whether it's source, whether it's universe, whether it's just simply the energy of love. But like, there is something that our human bodies are not meant to hold on to, low vibrational things or fears. Like, they're not ours. Like, come on. Like, imagine trying to hold all that shit in this human body. Not gonna happen, right? And so this week, if a thought or a fear was coming into my mindset about the money and my business or how I was going to be able to serve with everybody, I would just legitimately lie in bed and think, well, that's not mine. Like, I had enough awareness to see the thoughts flowing into my mind and being like, I see you, little thought. But you're just nothing but a creation of my own imagination. Like, because that's what fear is. We make the fear thought because it's like our ego saying, sister, you got some big things on the horizon, especially if you're, investing in this stuff. So like, I need you to know, like, you should be scared right now. You should be petrified. You should be like telling yourself that you cannot do it. And so like, when I started to have those thoughts, it was an immediate reaction. Like, these are not mine. These aren't serving me. Off to God they went, right? Like, give it to God, give it to source, give it to spirit, give it to something, because you really don't want to be holding on to a fear-based thought for any long time. But what really was the big shift and the big awareness, and this is why I love to help, six-figure entrepreneurs with spiritual gifts, is because I've been getting inklings and nudges and intuitions on how to solve this problem for probably a couple weeks. They're the things that are like, listen to more Abraham Hicks, do her money mindset meditation in the morning, watch, like, start listening to David Neagle's podcast. You know how many times I've heard that in my head and I haven't taken action on it? And, start listening to more Tony Robbins, because I saw him last week and then I watched his movie and it really affected me. And I had an empowering feeling and thought about that. And it was a high vibrational thing. But I wasn't doing those things. What I was doing instead was trying to say, oh no, spirit and intuition and nudges and all of this stuff that is totally how I run my entire life and am successful. I am not going to pay attention to you right now. I'm going to choose instead to try and micromanage everything. So maybe I'll just go to work earlier at 9 a.m. and maybe I'll just stay later, or maybe I'll just like feel struggle and I'll do all of these things and make things chaotic and hard for a short period of time and like really try and hyper focus, micromanage. Oh my God. Do you know how terrible that is? It's like the polar opposite of being in the high vibrational state to be of service to your community, your tribe, the people that you are here to serve. And so here I am going like, what if I can't pay my bills? What if I can't, serve the capacity that I can? What if I can't? What if the money? What if all of these things? And so I take the control. My human self thought it was way better equipped to make the decisions than allowing spirit, source, energy, love, guidance, goddess, whomever to flow through me and show me the path. I gotta tell you. So what I did this morning is I was like, I listened. This is the big shifting, guys. This is all you gotta do. I listened and I went into the front room with my husband and I said, honey, I've been told to listen to Abraham Hicks in the morning with you again because we were doing it and things were really awesome. And he's like, let's do it. So we listened to one 15-minute Abraham Hicks video on YouTube, and I went and had a shower, and I walked out of the shower and I looked at because I had a freaking amazing download. And I haven't had one for a while because I had disconnected myself. Like as Abraham Hicks talks about, like the toaster, like if you're putting bread in the toaster and pressing it down, expecting it to turn into toast, but you haven't plugged it in, you're never going to get the toast. You're just going to be bread in a toaster. Right. And so I felt like this morning, just by listening to what my guidance was, I'd plugged myself back into the toaster and made the toast. And as soon as I went into the bathroom, I got this huge download, walked out, told my husband, and this entire day has been an energetic blessing. Has been absolutely 100% in flow with the message and service, the people that I'm talking to, how the energy shows up, knowing what I'm here to do on this earth with confidence, and knowing that the people who are joining the Magical Mastermind are going to significantly shift their lives and their businesses, like without that shadow of doubt or like I need to, have to, whatever. So like if I could give just one piece of advice right now on how you can shift yourself back into a higher vibrational self and manifest like whatever it is that has been causing you discomfort, it would be to stop and get into action on whatever that small nudge, feeling, intuition, anything that you have been, kind of like, whether it's like, I've been super grumpy, I haven't been excited in my business, or I haven't wanted to do all this. And yet you've been hearing like, get back into your meditation practice, go for more walks, do this, do that. And you're not taking action on those things. Those are the spirit conversations. That is, divine love light trying to get a hold of you and get your attention to make this easier. So my number one high vibe suggestion to shift you today is to start paying attention to those nudges, into that intuition, doing those small things. Because again, if it takes 15 minutes to do a journal or a walk or a meditation, and for the rest of the day, you have a significant shift in your energetic state. Boom, shalaka-laka, boom, all right now. Let's do that, you guys. Let's just do that. And I just had to share it because it had such a huge impact on everything that has occurred today. And I don't know how long this is. 8.5 minutes. That's short for me, I think. But I'm so glad you guys come on. And I love you. Like, I love you guys so much. Like, so much. And so I hope you have the best weekend. It's Thanksgiving, moving to Canada, Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. Turkey dinners all the way. Yes. And so, yeah, I love you. Care Bear Stare of love from me to you. Have the most magical high vibrational day.